Hello everybody, welcome back to another legendary weapon guide here on Borderlands 3. Today I am back and I'm going to be showing you guys how I got the legendary pistol called the Breeder. So this is only available as a random world drop legendary, which is available from any available legendary loot source. Mine today has come from a Loot Tink's backpack. Opened it up and out it popped. Now, you may be a bit confused right here, and I am still a little bit confused because this was called the 1777 when it first came out. I'm pretty sure that's just some kind of visual glitch, because once I actually came to look at the weapon properly, testing it, etc., you'll see in a minute on the weapon overview that the exact same weapon is now called the Breeder. So this weapon is called the Breeder, but for some reason it glitched slightly and came out as the 1777. But you can see it is fixed now. Quit out, come back in, and it is all how it should be. So this is what the weapon looks like. The weapon is a Torg, legendary Torg pistol. Red text says man hands on misery to man. It has splash damage radius and 4 times weapon zoom. That is all that it describes to you on the card. Nice little silver and green paintwork going on, and the classic Torg star on the side of it as well. Nice looking little pistol. So I'm going to take it for some kills over in the anvil while I explain exactly what this weapon does. So like I said, this is a random world drop legendary, so although I got it from Loot Tink, you can get it from available bosses that drop legendaries. You can also get it from chests and from slot machines, etc. So it is just all down to chance. So the weapon itself, the projectiles that come out will stick to the target and then spawn 2 additional projectiles that kind of fly in an arc-shaped pattern and explode on impact. The best way to use this weapon, I would say, which I didn't do right here in the first round of testing, is to probably aim at the floor. Unless it's a rather large enemy and you know you're going to actually stick him, you would probably be best shooting at the floor, around the feet area, etc., just making sure that it does actually stick. Because if there's a normal mob or something like that, they're running around a little bit and you shoot, the projectile can fly right past them and kind of be wasted. So the best thing to do is just shoot downwards so it hits the floor. If it misses the enemy, it will hit the general area and hopefully the arcs will get them. So yeah, you shoot it, it will spawn 2 additional projectiles, fly out in an arc and then explode on impact. This gun is really good for crowd control, as every shot spawns 2 projectiles, which also then in turn spawn 2 more projectiles. So 6 projectiles, and they all deal splash damage. And the areas that can be covered with the child projectiles to deal moderate amounts of explosive damage. This is not recommended for that kind of fast-flying, fast-moving enemies, etc., that run around a lot, because the projectiles will just miss every time. This is where I'm saying about shooting at the floor for the fast enemies, just to try and increase that chance of actually getting them. The red text, like I said man hands on misery to man. That is from a Philip Larkin poem called This Be the Verse. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is pretty much everything you need to know about this weapon. My personal thoughts on this, it can be a very good weapon. Obviously, I'm using Siren. If you were using different builds that really benefit from high splash damage, things like that, this could be a pretty awesome weapon. I don't like the slow projectiles. I don't like this kind of slow fire rate, and the fact that you're reloading quite a lot. You have to hit a target directly on. For those slower, more precise players, this gun will be very good. It is stupidly damaging. If you can spam a load of shots at an enemy and land them all, then they're just going to absolutely blow up in front of you. But it is just a case of how precise you are, how good your aim is, etc. Aiming down the sights, I'm not a massive fan. I don't seem to hardly hit any shots aiming down the sights. The small crosshairs on the hip fire is really good, actually. That's where I make most of my shots. But yeah, if you want to just panic shoot the floor a lot from a long area, this can be quite beneficial, just to chip away at some of the enemy's health before you go in with your main weapon and take them out that way. So you could also play it like that as well. You could just crowd control a little bit by just standing on top of a building or a crate somewhere and just fire from a distance. So yeah, very powerful, but you also have to be quite slow and precise with it. That's what I think of it anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. That was the legendary breeder pistol. Check out the link in the description for the playlist for the rest of the legendary location guides. They're all going in there, and we've got lots now. So yeah, check all of them out. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.